Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's McDonald. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. This defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Tennessee. They go play action with McDonald. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
From the gun, it's McDonald. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. McDonald sets to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. He completes it to Jones. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's McDonald to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Caleb Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. For this, the second meeting of these two teams, you might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He's going to try and take off with it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll find Hall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Lawrence on first down. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Play action. It's Lawrence. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
McDonald. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for the Titans. Throwing is McDonald. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A quick throw here out to Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Back to throw again. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. On fourth down, McDonald. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Lawrence going to throw again. And this one is incomplete. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go play action now. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Hall. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Yes, yes.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's McDonald. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's McDonald to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Henry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
McDonald sets to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, McDonald. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They go play action with McDonald. Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, Your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Double dog, that's the way. Come on.
On play action, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He'll buy some time right. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is McDonald. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. McDonald. Sideline throw is caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Leo.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Not today, Elon. Not today. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check, check.
6-6, bullet high. Hey, exit.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. We got to get the ball.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pass complete to Ali Cox. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence flushed out right. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down, so a 1st down and then some. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Tennessee, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.